All right, everyone, make sure you like, love, subscribe. Please, YouTubers, subscribe. We're good? All right. Hold on, Jason's leaving. See you later. We haven't started yet, which is on YouTube. What? The theme is going it alone versus going in a group.
You just in the shot, though.
Oh, do I have to move this?
No, I have to change the camera.
Oh, well, you don't have to change the camera. Just go.
We can still record though.
Yeah, just go with it.
Let me turn them over real fast.
Let me see here.
I'll stand over here so we're both not in the shot.
We're not in the shot?
Yeah, we're just not.
Oh, I'm down to an hour and a half. It was 2 hours a minute ago.
Oh, you're good.
I don't have to be there till 6.
Yeah, I'll be taking a nap.
I might be taking a nap later. I was up way too late last night. I had to call Sarah. I'm like, oh.
Hey, good evening, everyone. This is Robert and Jason with the world-renowned Mr. Texas Real Estate. This is the Texas Real Estate Mastermind Hour. All right. How you doing, man?
Good.
You about to get on the road?
Yeah, hour and a half. Right now, there's torrential rains. Half
Tornadoes.
of Houston
Yep.
is flooded. There are trash cans floating down the street right now.
I had to make sure I got mine out this morning. It was really important.
Oh, well, it's probably in your neighbor's yard right now.
I think I'm going to do an experiment.
What's that?
I'm going to collect all of the dog poop and put it back in the dog food bag to see which weighs more, because I think for some reason that my dog is creating mass out of his butt.
Oh,
So much of it. I'm like, God, look at all this. Anyway, hey, so you know what we're talking about today? We're talking about going it alone versus going in a group. And obviously we have a mastermind, so you kind of know what side we're falling on here. But even today, you know, Jason and I are going alone on some of our deals, and then together on some, and then together at mastermind and so forth. And, you know, the first thing I said to you like 2 years ago, which really was an oddball to this community, is that sort of there are a lot of guys at our level. And I say a lot, probably 20 people, right? That we know of, and you know of more than I, right? But very few of them will partner up.
Oh, yeah. They don't partner.
I'm like, what's wrong with them?
They don't, you don't even know who they are. That's the funny thing. It's like, you know, if you're following them on Facebook, you run into them at a RIA club, you'll never know, and they'll never tell you either. So
It's like it's some sort of secret self-cabal, right?
Yeah, they're like, you know, they're worth $30 million. No one knows, right? They're like, man, this guy kind of dresses like he's just got out from underneath a house somewhere.
I mean, even more so, like in the different businesses we have and the projects we're taking, I'm like, man, if just 5 of us got together, we could take down anything we wanted.
Oh, yeah.
180 doors, we'll take it.
Yeah, we'll just smoke it.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
nobody
I don't
wants
know.
to do that. It's weird.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
it's an interesting thing. I think it's, you know, well, I can tell you why it is. If you look at some of our experiences, so I'm buddies with a guy here in town who's at our level, at least on the small multifamily, and he and I were chatting one day, and he's like, man, I just bought out all my partners. And he's like, I have no interest in
guess
doing
that's
any
it,
more of
right?
that. It's like, you know, I'm kind of
The
done.
D's, huh?
Well, it's a pain to work with some of these people,
It
right?
is.
So you just get, now I think part of it too is, you know, you have to remember to reach out and, hey, you're interested in doing this. But the guys that are really good at real estate are typically not, this is going to sound weird, they're not growing into bigger deals. That's the people who brag on Facebook.
That is a very good point. Yes, they're just going to keep doing that same deal over and over.
Yeah, so
Got
the
You're
most
right.
successful,
They're not growing.
Yeah, I mean, they're growing in portfolio size and wealth, but they're doing they're really good at 30-unit apartment complexes. So they just do more of that.
They're getting wider, not taller.
Yeah, and so they don't all of a sudden go, well, let me call up Marcus and Millichamp and smoke that 300-unit apartment complex. That's not really
Right.
That's really a lot of the real estate groups. It's the guru kind of business model, and those deals never last. That's another thing I think is funny is People tell you like, I'm getting into apartments to retire. I'm like, well, how are you going to retire if that deal's going to get liquidated in 5 years? You're not going to keep these partnerships forever.
Right.
So you're going to be out of it looking for money. And I'll tell you, like, the little events that I run around town at Lupe Tortilla, a lot of them are folks that they're out of the syndications. They've got a pile of money and they're looking for the next person to invest in.
Right.
On that maturity continuum, here's what happens. You're borrowing money for let's say you're doing single family, you're borrowing money to do single family. You're borrowing money to do small apartments, office, whatever. Then you get big enough where you just don't bring on partners. And so now your partners have all gotten paid out. They've made a lot of money. And they're like, hey, do you need any more money? You're like, no, I'm good. I'm just going to keep doing these by myself. Don't really need your help.
How about getting started? I think that's just the opposite mistake, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you trying to figure this out on your own. I'm going to read a couple of books. I'm going to be on Bigger Pockets and figure it out from there. I'm like, yeah, good luck with that, dude. The problem is you need up-to-date kind of market intelligence, and I'm not talking about the HAR reports.
Yeah.
I'm talking about I was in, quote, a mastermind. I wouldn't even call it that. It was a beer drinking session with a couple of guys, and this one guy said, hey, Jason, this is how you finance Airbnbs. You get a leasing company, and then you have them lease it at this rate, and then that'll give you a high enough DSCR where you can get a rental loan on $1 million Airbnb. And I said, wow, you've never done this before, have you? And the guy just looked at me and got stark white. I just called his BS out in front of him. I said,
that's called fraud.
Yeah, I'm like, first of all, you can't do that because it's illegal.
Yeah.
But I said, second, they're still going to get an appraiser.
Right.
So the appraisal's going to say rents for $3,000, not $7,000. Who's renting this thing for $7,000 a month?
Right.
So
that's the nonsense.
It's nonsense like that.
A lot of noise. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nonsense like that. You read on some forum or something, and just it doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah. So I'm doing a book promo for Glenn. Mm-hmm. Except I forgot to bring the book today.
Oh, oops.
So I was like, I'll do it tomorrow.
He wrote a book?
He did write a book, yeah.
Did you read it?
I skimmed.
Skimmed through it? Okay.
Yeah.
Did he actually write it or did he ghostwrite it?
No, he wrote it.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, he has written like he's all self-created. Yeah, okay. It's all his stuff, right? And he just pulled out the sections on wholesaling into like being a wholesaler to find your own flip deals.
Okay.
That's his little shtick up there. And again, in parts of New Jersey, it still works. Heck, parts of Texas still work, right?
Yeah.
So I was doing a promo for him, and it says, hold up book now. I'm like, oops.
Oh, you read that?
I'm reading the script, and it says, hold up book now. I'm like, oh, no.
Oops. Sorry, Glenn.
Sorry, Glenn. Yikes. I'll get you that tomorrow. Yeah. Anyway. But I'm looking back at Glenn Gallucci, and I'm like, hey, man, this dude absolutely changed my life.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm glad I didn't sort of self-knowledge this, right? I needed a guy like Glenn at the time to really understand that Jersey market and to, at the end of the day, we did pull hundreds of thousands of dollars out of there.
Well, I'll give you the quote you're kind of famous for. 90% of the stuff you can learn online or from a book. It's the loading order.
Yeah.
That's the hard part. And a lot of people say, well, the loading order is the same for every deal. No, you don't understand. Your time, your resources, what you're trying to accomplish in your market. And it's that loading order where you're like, you're going to do this, you're going to go fix your tax problem, you're going to set up this LLC, you're going to make sure your FICO's at this. Hey, you only got $60,000, you need to find another 30. Like, you've got to figure out all those steps before you can even start investing. So you go into real estate investment class trying to figure out how to do real estate for free, and you're not even there yet.
That is an absolute... and I think a lot of people just get freaked out about that, right? Because they just can't understand it. Even the smartest of the smart guys.
Yeah.
Got it all laid on the table, and they just can't put the jigsaw puzzle together. Mm-hmm. That's interesting. Yeah, guys like Glenn and a few others in my life. I'm like, yeah, these guys absolutely turned my life around. That was amazing. And so, I'm doing his book promo.
Hey, there you go. That's not bad.
I told him
from student to book.
I mean, whatever that guy wants, right?
Yeah.
Casey's the same way.
Yeah.
Whatever you want, brother. Just tell me.
Sounds good. All right, I'll get it done for you.
I'll do whatever you need me to do. Yep.
But I think you look at it. Really just goes down to, what are you trying to accomplish, and how are you going to do that with real estate? And if you think you can do that on a vacuum, I'll give you a great example. How we created Houston House Buyers was from a mastermind.
Sure.
That all started a mastermind program. So that kind of launched the career into a couple other things. But yeah, this whole idea that it's all me and it's whenever someone says they're self-made, I always laugh. I'm like, you ain't self-made,
There's no
dude.
such thing.
There's no such thing.
Hey guys, hang tight. We're going to be back here from this break. This is Robert Jason with Mr. Texas Real Estate. This is the Texas Real Estate Mastermind Hour. Hang tight.
God, maybe that's what I will do. I'll go take a little nap.
You're out.
I got 2 hours of drive, or 3 hours of drive.
Don't forget your shit's over here.
Oh, I know. I'll come in.
All right.
Hey, we can, I want to get a different angle. Like, if we could just start over tomorrow with the Glenn thing.
You got it.
Like, I think I could, I'll get it to look.
Good.
I'll go ahead, I'm sorry.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. Robert here with the world-renowned Mr. Texas Real Estate. This is the Texas Real Estate Mastermind Hour. Jason went to take a nap. So, hey, we're talking about going alone, figuring it out in a group, getting some help along the way. You're going to need help, right? And I guess, we are, from afar, we look like real estate gurus. We're real estate practitioners, which I think is a big difference. But from afar, people can, they're the same as those guys. And we're not, but it's hard to do that when you're so far away looking in. One of the things we have done, though, is set up a group, and I'm super excited and proud about the group that we set up. It's a mastermind. I think there's 88 people in now, 88 spots that are reserved and taken. So there's less than 12 left. And we're super excited to get to 100. When we get 100, we're going to close the doors and focus on the group and make sure that we are absolutely all moving forward. So, what did we sell last night? Last night, I was so happy. We had our little property hunt, and we were able to get a very detailed, oriented person his first deal through us. He's done some other passive deals. But it's a duplex. I'm super happy. I think he got it for like $200,000. It's gonna rent for about $2,400 a month. There is construction, so it's probably not gonna be ready for about 6 months. But he took the plunge, and it's probably a deal he would have never have found by himself. And so his joining the mastermind and working with our group has finally paid off. And I hope he buys another one in the next 3 months, right? We know he's got the resources, so let's go get another one. We have another couple that came in just a few months ago, and they're getting their first one this week as well. We have an agent. And we hardly ever get agents in our group. She came in, and she went on a buying spree. I'll take that one, I'll take that one, I'll take that one. Great. She's like, I might even have an investor who can give me some money. I might take those two as well. Like, fantastic. So being a part of the group, obviously, for them have worked because we help find them the deals. And that's really critical in this market when you don't have time. And we tell everyone, hey, just do what you're really good at. If you're an engineer, go be a better engineer. Go get a promotion at work. Go get more bonuses. It's almost bonus time, right, in the oil and gas world. So go get more bonuses so you can just keep buying properties. We'll find the deals for you. And we have been. And we're pretty happy with the product that we're bringing to folks. If they're in the mastermind, we can work with, they can use our contractor. We can find the loans for them. We even have a property management company. So for those that are coming in, there is a lot of resources there for them, and that is part of the group. So I know that if you're out there doing it alone, not getting a loan, if you're doing it alone, then you got to vet all that, right? You got to figure all that stuff out versus having all under one roof, all in one meeting space, right? And we meet. Have everyone there from our companies. Hey, what do we need? Here's our transaction coordinator. Here's our loan processor. Here's our syndicator, like all that stuff. We even have our attorney jumping on a phone call, Zoom call this month, February, and teach folks the ins and outs about syndications, which is really exciting, really good. But you wouldn't have access to all that sort of back office stuff if you're just doing it alone. It would be very, very tough. Now, you can come through this, and we have many people that have come through, done their millions of dollars, and have left and just said, I'm good. I'm good for now. You showed me what I needed. I have a resource. Love you guys, but we're going to go out and do this for ourselves now. It's like, great. But they use that group to get there. And so that's a big, big thing. That most people, I'm going to tell you, most people in the mastermind are 50 years or older, right? So some of that's a little hard to going all the way back to sort of square one and figuring out the group matrix versus, being sort of locked in your life. Understand, hey, I'm not totally comfortable, but I'm not really that uncomfortable, and I'm going to stay over here versus getting off the couch and getting over to us and joining the mastermind and having to do with that stuff. So we see a lot of those folks in, the reality just hits them. Hey, I'm 50 years old. I'm 55 years old. I'm supposed to be retiring in 10 or 13 years. And when I pencil out the numbers, my lifestyle is going to take a hit. I'm not going to be able to maintain the level of comfort and living I have now. I better go figure something out. And we've got a couple people in our mastermind who have already been retired or retired while they're in the mastermind. And that was really interesting, having those conversations about, hey, even though I have a 401k, even though I have some pension money, even though I have Social Security, taxes are going to eat that away. I'm like, yeah. He's like, I'm here to basically find enough depreciation to stop the bleeding from the taxes. I'm like, well, that's a really smart move. And that person came in, they bought Airbnb, they bought a small apartment, they bought a couple single families. I'm like, perfect. Great. More cash flow. You got your pension, you got your 401k, you got Social Security, and less taxes to pay. I think for those folks, that's a really, really, really attractive opportunity to work with us. And hey, listen, our pitch is this. We want you to join. We want you to get $1.5 million worth of free real estate, like debt free. We want you to cash flow $10,000 to $15,000 a month from that real estate, and then you can go from there and do anything you want, right? People are like, well, I want more than $15,000. I need $25,000 a month. I'm like, great, but can we just start there at 10? And so for folks that are looking for some, common sense, just really sort of methodical growth, we're very attractive. The people that come in, and we had a guy, I think, 3 months ago, and he's like, hey, I want to go fast. I'm like, great, go fast. He's like, yeah, I want to be a millionaire by the end of the year. I'm like, I can't help you with that. They're like, what? I'm like, no, I don't. I can't help you with that. What are your resources? Look at the guy, and it's like, hey, he doesn't have all that great resources. I'm like, how are you going to do it? I'm going to hustle. Yeah, I'm not. This group's not for you. I can't. You can just throw that big giant leaf away. That is a giant dead leaf. Anyway, we can't help the guys who want to magically create wealth out of thin air in 30 days. I can show you how to do that over 5 to 7 years. That's realistic. But the guys who are just coming here all pumped up and, yeah, this isn't for me, man. I got to be able to do this faster. I'm like, I don't know who does it faster. I think all the stuff that you might hear is just, ether, projections, right? Not real. So going with a group that's going kind of at the same pace and your peers are in the group, a little bit ahead of you, a little bit behind you, I think that's the way to go. I think that's really, really a special sort of home for folks that understand the reality of this, don't want to be billionaires, right? I've had people come in billionaires. I had one person say, I want to make $2 million a year. I'm like, how's that going? What do you make now? So you want to 20x your life. Have you 20x'd anything ever before? No. Okay. I'm going to help you get to 2x. I'll get you to $250,000 a year. And after that, you could go find someone else. Because I can't get you to $1 billion and $2 million and all. That's just kind of ridiculous numbers. These are all Instagram nonsense, right? It's not real. It's not real. Anyway, hey, if you're interested in this, we got about 12 seats left. I can tell you that the price goes up about $10,000 come February 1st. So you want to get on a call with us. So it's callwithmrtxre.com. Callwithmrtxre.com. Yes, you heard that right. The price is going up $10,000 on February 1st. Make sure you get on a call. Call with mrtxre.com. Hey, welcome back, everyone. This is Robert with the world-renowned Mr. Texas Real Estate. This is the Texas Real Estate Mastermind Hour. Ooh, that one actually felt natural, Daryl. I didn't stutter. That was good. Texas Real Estate Mastermind Hour. That's a good one. All right. Hey, welcome back. So we're talking about real estate. We're talking about building it out. Listen, I think it's probably a better way to tell you who I'm really talking to. Which is always funny because people come up to me and it's like, man, I feel like you're talking to me. I'm like, yes, I am. I know who I'm going to be able to help. You have a good job. You've got some cash or you got some money to deploy one way or another. And you have a good FICO. And you're one of two things. You're realizing that your retirement plan is not looking as rosy as you thought it was. Or two, hey, I'm under 40 years old. I'm doing fantastic in my career. How can I wrap this up in the next 5 years? Those are the two folks that come to us. Hey, I'm married. I got kids. I got college. And, man, my 401k took a big hit. It's under $500,000. I'm supposed to retire in 10 years. I don't know how this is going to work. Or, hey, I'm doing really well. I just got another promotion. Holy cow, I'm making lots of money on my W-2. I got bonuses coming in. I got all kinds of investment dollars that I don't kind of know what I'm looking at. I've talked to someone. They explain the benefits of real estate. I'm under 40 years old. Do you think you could show me how to retire in 5 to 7 years? Yes to that one. Yes to the first one. And I got to tell you, we've got nothing new. Jason and I didn't sit down and come up with some magical new formula. It's just best practices that work, but they work in a group better than single if you were just doing an individual. Because you get distracted and you get drawn away from these things. So, the person that comes to us who's like under 40 years old, who's doing phenomenal, is like, okay, I'm going to buy this house. I'm going to buy this house. Yes. I'm going to buy this one. Yes. So I'm going to have 10 doors my first year. Yes, you are. Wow. Wow is right. Now we got to stabilize that, and we got to refill your bucket, and then in 3 years we can probably refi some equity out, and we can take 10 to 20 in 5 years. Great. Yep. And after 5 years, we can just basically rearrange the portfolio, pay some off, sell some properties to pay off some other properties so you have some free and clear. You get your $1.5 million in free and clear real estate, and you get your cash flow. And from there, you can go and do whatever you want, right? You can go you want to be a canoeing guide? You can go be a canoeing guide, right? You want to be a professional a fishing boat captain guide? Fine, go do that, right? You can go on to that next career. But use this really high-paying job with your good FICO with cash to deploy smartly right now. Now, we recommend real estate. We really, really like real estate. And the folks that are coming to us understand this. So that is actually a growing segment of our mastermind. I'd say it's probably about, I want to say 70-30. 70% of the folks in our mastermind are those that are like, hey, I'm going to retire in the next 10 years, or I'm retiring in 3 years, or I've already retired. I got to figure this real estate thing out. I need to make more cash flow. I need to create wealth. I need to save on some taxes. And about 30% of the group is going to be, hey, I'm under 40 years old. I'm absolutely crushing it, right? I work for Halliburton or something, and I'm making a lot of money, and I just got to figure this stuff out. And I realize that the rest of my generation is looking at crypto, and I'm not going there. I'm going to go real estate because of the tax advantages. Show me how. And we put them in a group, and we say, okay, everyone, just talk to each other and sort through the best practices. And that's that wisdom of the group that we provide. That's what the mastermind's really, really about. So if you've ever read Think and Grow Rich, I think it's chapter 4, be a part of a mastermind. It's just the wisdom of the group. It's just your peers that are around you that have some different experiences that can relay that wisdom to the group so that you can better perform as you move forward. And we're going to cap that at 100 people. There's 88 in now at some reserve spots. 12 left. Price goes up February 1st. So we'd love to have you in. Make sure you schedule. It's callwithmrtxre.com. Call, C-A-L-L, with, W-I-T-H, mrtxre.com. That's going to be a big one for you. Check it out. And again, we're able to help each other and move forward, and we're super excited about that. And we brought in a bunch of good people this last weekend. So again, we're very, very, very happy about that stuff. I couldn't have done it without being in different groups. I tell the story. The first mastermind I joined, it took me a little bit of time to get in, just based on resources and fear, mostly fear and the uncertainty and the doubt. But we made the leap, and I got to tell you, that was probably the smartest thing we ever did. Smartest thing we ever did. Now, we do something completely different than what that mastermind was pushing, but that's okay because it was a lot of the best practices, a lot of the peer-to-peer learning, a lot of the leaning on other people in that group that was able to push me forward. So, and that was a group that was part of by Kent Clothier. If you don't know my friend Kent, go check him out. Second group I worked with was, I was talking before, Glenn Gallucci up in New Jersey, another really, really smart guy. Helped me out, worked with me directly, got me deals, got me money. I mean, it was absolutely wonderful. Boy, who else? Oh, Casey. So if you don't know who Casey Eberhard is, go look at him. I'm actually speaking on his cruise in February, so I'll be going out of Long Beach down to Cabo. So that should be fun. That was another guy who really, really explained marketing and online and doing a radio show and doing videos. So I can't give him enough credit. Who else? Obviously, Jason. Our partnership with Jason was fantastic. It's been great. Who else? Oh, there's a dude in Arizona named Michael Burnoff. He absolutely kicked my ass. So some people, here's the joke. Like when I do the 3-day, I'm up there and I'm like, hey, you join. I'm gonna kick your butt. I'm actually gonna kick your butt. And everyone laughs in the room until it's one-on-one in my office and I'm kicking your butt. I'm like, what are you doing? You're losing money. You're not putting money to work. It's getting less valuable. You're getting devastated here. Your portfolio is getting wiped out before you even start. We've got to move. And then I make you feel really uncomfortable. But a guy who made me absolutely feel uncomfortable and made me understand that, hey, even that was probably the best way to move forward was a guy named Michael Burnoff. He's online too. Check him out. I think he does like a 5-day phone coaching thing, which was phenomenal. None of those 4 people are paying me anything, just so you know. I'm not getting any residuals or referrals or affiliate. But now that I think about it, I probably should. I'll make sure that someone reaches out to them. No, seriously. Those are probably the 4 big people. Next to, of course, my wife and Jason. Colby's been good. So, yeah, a lot of people that I wouldn't have met if I didn't join these different groups. So, you'll find that the wisdom of the group and the absolute ability to network amongst your peers, those a little bit ahead of you and a little bit behind you, but all have unique experiences, different wisdom that they can share, is truly phenomenal. So make sure you check that out. Go to callwithmrtxre.com. Callwithmrtxre.com. Get on the phone before the price goes up. Yes, it's going to go up $10,000. This isn't cheap. If I can show you how to make millions of dollars, obviously there's a value there. So get on the phone so you can save yourself $10,000. There's only 12 spots left. Call with mrtxre.com. Hang tight. We'll be back. I'm running out of things to say. All right. All right, welcome back, everyone. This is Robert with the world-renowned Mr. Texas Real Estate. This is the Texas Real Estate Mastermind Hour. See, that one wasn't natural. A little hesitation. Hey, thanks for joining us tonight. We always really appreciate you guys checking us out. It's always been good. Boy, we're moving now to 8 p.m. 8 p.m. We're going to change the brand. If you go on to 1070 The Answer website, you'll see like a 15-year-old picture of Jason. So we're getting that all updated, rebranding everything. So we're really excited about 2023 and making some big strides. Hopefully you've done very well. You set off your year and everything's going. If not, you need a little reset. We have real estate discussions, known as Red Talks. Those are coming up this first week of February. You absolutely want to come out, check it out. We're going to basically be talking about setting up your 2023 the right way. That's Thursday, February 2nd. It's called Red Talks. We're talking about goals. This is a pretty powerful one. Go to mrtxre.com, mrtxre.com. Go to the events. You'll see the Red Talk. And it's good discussion. I think we have enough room for about 60 people. We're more than halfway there. So make sure you sign up. I think it's $10. It's nothing crazy. But really sort of set your goals. Really sort of set your understanding of what 2023 is going to be like. And we're already doing it. I think I'm in the middle of 9 refis right now. So if they all hit, there'll be positive cash flow. We'll have this stuff locked up for 5 or 15 or 30 years. We can put those to bed. They all have tenants. Really, really, really great jump start to 2023. We got architects working for us finally, the engineers. We've got a lot of properties we're moving on. I think I have now 11 crews working for us. So that's really going out very, very well. We're making a lot of headway on that. So it's all been really, really good so far in 2023. And we can talk about some of the ways that we set up our goals and some of the things that we figured out, right? If you're running an organization, if you have people working for you, the reality is there's about 3 things you can get done in a day, and the rest of your time is making sure everyone else is getting their 3 things done. That's been sort of our top-down management around here. I usually come to work with 3 goals. I got to do these 3 things. And there are days I don't get any done. But my goal is, hey, I got to get these 3 things done. Once I get those done, I got to make sure that everyone else has gotten their 3 things done. And a lot of times I have to take ad hoc meetings, sit down, explain things, open up spreadsheets, tweak some things so that they can get their task done and moving forward. When you have a lot of employees working for you like we do, and we're still a small business technically. We don't quite have as many W-2s that would put us into the mid-sized business, which is great because we've got a whole bunch of legal things that are to our advantage. But nonetheless, when you have people working for you, you got to sit down with them. Hey, how's it going today? Great. How you doing? Excellent. What are we working on today? This, and this. Hey, I really need to see this done by 4 o'clock. Tell me what you need to make sure this gets done. Okay. No problem, Rob. No problem. Like an hour and a half later. Okay, I got problems. All right, sit down. Let's go through it. Let's figure out what you need. Hey, can you order this for me? Can you order that for me? Can I get this tool? Can I get that thing? Hey, can I get this software? Yes, absolutely. Clearly, Darryl, one of the things I need to order is storage containers because there's decapitated Christmas trees all over my office. We started taking all the holiday decorations going down, and people didn't realize, hey, did I save all the boxes that the stuff was in? And the answer is, no, you did not. So now we got to save some stuff. So we're looking around. I'll get some stuff over here by Friday. Christmas time is over here at the office. At the house, I'm just down to like 2 sets of garland and the tree, but I think those are coming down on Sunday. So, boo, Christmas is over. Moving on. But again, we're going to be talking about goals on February 2nd, Thursday, right here. It's called Red Talk, the real estate discussions. And we're going to be talking about goals and setting up your understanding, right? And one of the things you should be aware of is like if you're concerned about the interest rates, well, your first goal is, are you getting good data on your real estate? Are you listening and watching and reading the right information? That could be a big, big step forward. I'll tell you what we did in our office meeting. At the entire staff there and for all our companies. And so in all our companies, over probably about 20, 24 people. And here's what we said. And this is straight from like Atomic Habits. All we want to do is get 2% better every month. If we can just get 2% better, that is a 25% increase at the end of the year. And that would be phenomenal. And so I'll give you one example of the 2%. So we have a general manager of our construction company, and she came to us and she says, hey, these guys, these haulers want us to sell a contract, and I'm on the phone with them. And I'm like, oh, okay. So here's the deal. You'll see a lot of these hauling companies they'll just give you a price per box. And one of the things that's been happening, hey, these boxes are now over $1,000. And I'm like, okay, you don't understand how the prices. This was another career that Jason and I had. Jason would work for Waste Manager. I worked for Waste Consultant in New Jersey, just like the TV show. And I understand that there's a different way for billing roll-off containers. I said, do you understand what is Haul Plus? And she's like, no. So we took a little 10-minute lesson on Haul Plus. And she took very, very good notes. And she came back to me. She's like, Robert, do you know they're only charging $250 to go out and get? I'm like, yes, I know that. Yes, absolutely. She's like, why are we paying $1,000? Because they don't want to lose. So we have now more accurate pricing on our roll-off containers. A little 2% increase in productivity, efficiency, and just basic wisdom within our organization. In another part of our business, we are creating these files that we can all access to, so we're all having the same communications and have the same notes. Right? We're trying to help people. We want to put their goals on it. We want to be able to open up a Google Doc, see their goals, and say, got it. This is what you're looking for. That will stop so much cross-dialogue in our office by having all the stuff handling in one place. So all these little things that we're trying to do for 2023, just 2% improvement, 2% improvement. I got another 3 job ads out there. Right? I need a construction field tech. Guy who basically goes around, checks on the work, can do some of the little handyman stuff, can keep our jobs moving faster. Right? Another big improvement is, can we finish these jobs 10% quicker? Not 50%, not 25%. Can I just get this job done 10% quicker? If it took me 50 days, could I get it done in 45? If that's the case, then all of a sudden I'm doing a lot more jobs a year. I'm becoming that much more proficient. That's much more profitable. And so that's one of the big things we're doing. So we're hiring someone to basically go out there and find out, why is this job at a standstill? Why, when I see the pictures, is it the same exact condition it was 5 days ago? Well, someone had to pull the permit. Well, didn't we know that in advance? Well, we kind of did, but no one did it. Okay, let's get someone in there now to make this more efficient. Same thing with closing deals. Hey, we have someone who's going to do a second on, or someone's doing a private note for the first. Great. Where's the note? Is it complete already? Has it been sent out? Have we all it signed, right? All those little things we're just trying to do, and you could do too. Hey, I'm a real estate investor. I'm just trying to figure this out. Great. Can we read 1 more book a month? Can we watch 3 more hours of podcast about real estate investors that are taught by adults? Yes, you can. So make sure you check out our website, mrtxre.com. Go to the event page. It's Red Talk. It's February 2nd. It's Thursday night. I'll be there. Jason will be there. And I think we have a guest speaker. So make sure you check it out. All right, guys, hang tight. We got a short message, and then we're done.